Grindtime's finest, as well as entire Grindtime familia, West Coast, Fresh Coast, Cali, right now. Just before we get right into this with Mr. Dirtbag Dan Caustic.
Hello.
Know that we got Tantrum, Oh Blimey, Peanut, Pariah, Joe Cutter, as well as hello, Caustic, and Mr. Dirtbag Dan.
What up? My nose. The Zay. We're here.
Here we go. I can hear y'all. Mic check. Mic check.
Mic check.
Are you receiving me?
We're here.
What's good, y'all? How's it going?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How you doing, StrongArm?
All good, man.
Thanks for having us on the show.
Yeah, this is the very first Grindtime edition of Fresh to Death, and
not the last.
Not the last. Thank you for all the listeners around the country and globe right now listening. This has been blasted on the internet, so got a lot of people hearing right now. So what's good with y'all? What's new with Mr. Caustic?
Just trying to make this music, man, and fucking fumble is a word I just used. Fumbling is always bad. Don't fumble. Just trying to work on this music and be positive and transcend the stereotypes that battlers can't do this. You know what I mean? Is there a paper in front of me saying not to say what I just said?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It tells you what you can't say.
I blame the listeners, honestly.
Dirtbag knows what's up already.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm radio tested.
Yeah.
Kid tested.
I haven't done this in a while, man.
Kid tested, but mothers approve it.
All right, so what I want to get into before we talk about some Grindtime-esque questions is this is specifically a Caustic. What's up with that battle with Disaster?
What's up with it, man?
That was out of nowhere, not promoted, just kind of thrown on the internet. What went into that?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of something I did to just test myself and see if I was really cut out for this stuff or not. You know, I kind of had to scare myself and try to battle somebody really good without having any time to do it. And I showed up and I freestyled and went well.
Yeah,
I like when things go well. Disaster was real dope too. You know what I mean? We got like 100K views in a week, and that's amazing. You know, so much props to everybody out there watching me from out here, because it's specifically the Bay Area, you know, helping me out.
That's what's up. And Mr. Dirtbag recently has been real active. Took second place at the crazy four-man tournament.
I wish Diz would have won his battle with Johnny. Because I would have roasted Diz, no problem. Johnny's definitely a harder, a tougher customer.
That was a dope battle, man. Real tough.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool to be a part of it and just being in the cage and like the support kind of from the general hip hop community and the people who were there, like, you know, at the side of the cage watching, you know, people that I admire and have been listening to for years. So it was cool.
Exactly. Yeah,
it seemed like the crowd knew how to react and they received it really well.
Real talk. I was in the crowd and I remember I could barely squeeze in. Actually, while most of the battles were going on, it was packed in that dome. Yeah. Maybe more for the battles than any of the performances.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think that when the
performances were off the hook. So.
When I went in to go get paid, they were happy. They were like,
that's good.
They were all, you guys like the cage? And we were like, yeah, we love the cage. And we're like, yeah, it was really good in there. You guys did a really good job.
Yeah, I seen you hanging off the edge of the cage.
Oh, bro, I did my Uriah Faber. I sat on the corner of it and did a little flex action. It was amazing.
Dirt thought he was Rich Franklin.
I did for 2 seconds.
That's what's up. And others could feel free to chime in on this one. I'm gonna ask a general question about battling and whatnot. Freestyling in battle rap has become somewhat of a dying art, so some people choose to keep it alive. But how important do you guys think freestyling is still today in battle rap?
Honestly, for me, I feel like it's coming back, and it's gonna separate the men from the boys who can integrate freestyling into their normal written material. You know what I mean? That's what's setting apart guys like No Can and Disaster and Hollow, and really showing the skills. You know what I mean? Because, you know, putting yourself out there and calling something in the moment, like, that's way more impressive than some bars you paced and rehearsed in a mirror for 3 weeks. To me, you know what I mean?
I think you got to have a good balance between the two, because obviously, if this whole movement has proved anything, it's that a freestyle will not hold up against a written performance. It won't. Never will it. Yeah. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that your written performance is catered to, you know, so that you give yourself an opportunity to throw in those little spur of the moment things. You know what I mean? You got to be, basically, a lot of times you'll see people you know, on their writtens, and then they'll go to a freestyle and they'll crumble because they can't figure out how to get back to their writtens. And really, like he said, separating the men from the boys is the guys who know how to do this and are real comfortable in there are the people who are going to transition from their writtens into their freestyles so well that sometimes you're not going to be able to tell the difference, you know?
That's a good point. That kind of what makes a good grind time MC is if they forget some of their writtens even, then they have that freestyle.
Being able to stay with.
Because, I mean, I've seen No Can Do forget and just keep going.
He doesn't even care.
Yeah.
People don't realize.
Won't even write.
That's a guy who operates, like, him and Disaster are examples of people who operate almost better on a loose principle. Like, Diz wants unlimited rounds because, you know,
and I would not recommend accepting those.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Johnny Storm also was pretty dope on the freestyle.
Totally.
That's what he kind of the thing. Like both of y'all, that's how y'all made it to the final. Was those opening rounds over the beat and whatnot.
Yeah. Completely.
It was actually MCing going on, not just rehearsed material.
And Johnny's done that for years, and I think that's where he came up in that kind of. 16-man battle bracket scenario situation. So like he was definitely someone who's battle tested for that, and I knew I should have known that it was going to be me and him in the end, and I kind of did.
I really think like that whole pay dues format was a really big step for Grindtime.
It was dope.